tried to do this a tiny bit earlier, but I just couldn't get out here. I did not have any bottoms that were clean, so you guys don't want to see that. So I got out here a little bit late, so there is some sun on some of the plants, but hopefully it won't be too contrasty and hard to see on the lens. Without further ado, let's go see the garden and see what's growing, and also you can see how far the basil has come since we cut it on the last video, and see the growth on that, which is fairly exciting. I should have cut it earlier. I should have. But anyways, let's start this garden tour. First off, I just want you guys to know my table is cleared. I know it's always filled with something, but it's finally cleared. And then let's go out to the sunny stuff first, just to get that out of the way, and hopefully the sun won't go on the rest of stuff. So this is the indeterminate tomatoes. Some of them are starting to get fairly high, and I had a couple ripe. And there's one, ooh, that is, look at that, it is just ripe. Oh, there's just a tiny bit of green on it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. So I'm gonna wait till later and see how it goes. Okay, and then, so they're looking beautiful. They're getting really tall, which is awesome. I have quite a few, oh, there's a wasp right there. Gonna walk away from that. So here's the determinate tomatoes, even though this one, the Borgies on this line, it acts more like a indeterminate, like it's going far out from all the rest, but the fruit is looking really good on those. I'm really excited. Sorry, I had something on my arm. And then there is the Martino's hormonal that is looking, I'll get you a close-up of those. It's looking fabulous. Such good fruit. Again, sorry about the sun. I did have a couple of bottom end rots, and so far it was only just a couple, one on each plant, but I put some calcium tablets on there and it seemed to do the trick. Okay, and then let's go over here. These beds are still empty. Got asparagus is still growing, and then I got my peach jalapenos, which are plugging along. They are not as prolific as my Greg's jalapenos that I grew last year. So I don't know what's going on there. It might be something with the soil health, but we'll see. And then here is a beautiful basil. As you can see, it's grown quite a bit. So that's exciting. Where I cut it, it's really kind of shooting off. I might cut it again just to keep on getting more basil. Do another cut down to the next node. And then we got my sunflowers that are doing okay. They're not best. They're on top of here because we had to mow the lawn. So, you know, you gotta move stuff out of the way. My one lonely strawberry is still growing. It does have a tiny bit of growth right there, which is exciting to see. I think next year I'm just gonna get some bare roots and do it that way, because starting from seed was really hard. You have to have lots of patience to do that. Okay, then we'll hit up this side before the sun gets too much in its way. And then we got the cucumbers trellising up here, and some of them are actually growing. There's a lot of wasp around right now, so it's kind of, oh, maybe you can see it, the one right there. There's a wasp down here, so I don't want to get too close. But so there is some cucumbers showing, which is fun. There's, never mind. There's wasp, it's too close. And I've picked a couple green beans and they taste amazing. Super excited. I love just eating a fresh green bean. It's one of my favorite things to eat. And then, ooh, there's a wasp. Flying around. There's another one. Okay. I'm gonna keep my distance from that bed right there. But there's the zinnias are doing awesome. Well, that one is. That one not so much. And then I got my peppers going, which they are quite a few of them. Like there's quite a few green beans. And I got some melons that they are growing. They haven't, I don't think they've started to actually grow anything on them yet. Let me fix this guy. Trying to train it to go up. Kind of zigzaggy. There we go. And then there's the 2 green beans and or 2 peppers, and I think this one's the Ozark Giant because it's really big. I could be wrong, but it's either Ozark Giant or Tuda. And then more green beans, which I haven't picked anything from this bed yet. But then this is what I'm super excited about. Look at the gherkins. The sour gherkins. They are taking off real well. And then you can see, let me find one. You can see the start of one little gherkin. So super excited about that. I'm excited to try these and see if I like them or not. And then we got nothing else on this bed. I will probably just put more green beans, to be honest, here soon in the next couple days, but not 100% sure. And then we got the tomatillos are doing really well. There you go. Those leaves look slightly sad, but it is what it is. And then I'd be trying to get some pollen from there. Anyways, that was the garden tour. It's kind of a quick run through because of the timing. The sun was out, the pollinators were going crazy, and yesterday my father-in-law did mess with the bees. And so when he does that the day of and the next day, I'm just always slightly worried. He used to have some mean hives, and he's in the transition of trying to make them nicer because they have gotten fairly mean. So I've just gotten used to that mean hive and try to avoid them a little bit when he messes with them. So he got some fresh honey yesterday and it was really good. Very, very sweet. I feel like sweeter than most years. But anyways, I hope you liked what you saw. Sorry it wasn't the best lighting and all that jazz. When you have little kids, you just have to kind of do it when you can do it. I would have waited till after kids go to bed or something, but I don't know. If anybody has young kids, you know that once bedtime hits, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm fairly done for the day. I'm like, let me get in my PJs and just relax. I definitely say start pruning your basil sooner because it grows really fast once you do the pruning. So I would say be more often pruning than the once a year pruning that I've done so far. And if you have a lot of patience, I would say start strawberries from seed. But if you don't have a lot of patience, I would just get some bare roots. I know they're more money, and that was my hang up with buying some bare roots is for strawberries, is like, that's a lot of money when the seeds are so cheap. But starting from seed is really, really hard. So I would definitely get some bare roots. I mean, it's not a shame in trying to try it from seed if you want to give it a go, but just fair warning, those things are kind of a monster to start. Just beware of that with your strawberries. I hope everybody has a great day. It's Saturday here, so hopefully everybody has a good weekend.